let's talk about classification of Indian music. Now, Indian music can be classified into different segments. You have the classical music, which is classified as Hindustani and Carnatic. Then we have the folk music, the fusion of the classical and the folk music, which is either the Sugam Sangeet, Rabindra Sangeet, Haveli Sangeet, or Gana Sangeet. And then you have the modern Sangeet, which is the rock, pop, blue, trance, jazz, and the psychedelic music. So let's understand these one by one. So when we are talking about the classical music, we have either the Hindustani or the Carnatic. Hindustani is in the North India and Carnatic is in the South India. Hindustani talks about the possible musical structures and improvement on that. So you have the Shuddha Swar Saptak, that is believed, or it is also known as the octave of natural notes. There are 10 styles, as we said, about the Hindustani music. So those are the Sargam, Thumri, the Khayal, and so on. So that is the 10 styles. So let's talk about those one by one. So the first is Drupad. You have 4 to 5 stanzas that are performed by duo. There are 4 forms: the Dagri, Darbhanga, Betia, and the Talwandi Gharana. And this Gharana is basically a group of musicians or dancers associated to the specific lineage and performing a specific musical style. The next is Khayal. Khayal talks about the idea or imagination. Now this concept was laid by Amir Khusro. There are two songs, the slow tempo, which is the Bada, and the fast tempo, which is the Chota Khayal. And there are various gharanas associated to Khayal, which is the Gwalior, Kirana, Agra, Patiala, and Bhindi Bazaar. The next is Thumri. Thumri is a composition or a mix of rag where you have the romantic and the devotional songs that are there, and you have the Braj Bhasha dialogues. Now these are sung mainly in the female voice. You have 2 types of Thumri. Those are the Purbi and the Punjabi. The Purbi is the slow one and the Punjabi is the fast one. And a good example or a good citation would be Begum Akhtar. Tap style is where you have rhythm that plays importance. Camel riders of northwest India usually followed the Tap style, and it was brought to the Mughal court by Muhammad Shah. You have various proponents like Mia Sodi, Pandit Lakshman Rao, and Shanu Khurana, who are various major proponents of the Tap style. Tarana style talks about melody and rhythm. You have many songs that are sung in a similar fashion, and you have Pandit Ratan Mohan Sharma, who is considered as one of the best players and called as Tarana ka Badshah. The next is the Dhamar Hori style. Now this is similar to the Drupad style. You have 14 beats and devotional songs are there, mainly pertaining to the festives. Let's say Holi is one of the festival which it contains. The next is Ghazal. Now Ghazal has 12 couplets. Now, Amir Khusro has been one of the major expounders of Ghazal style. Under Carnatic, we have the traditional octave style, which is Kirti based. Every composition has different parts. Now, these are the Pallavi, which is the first or the second lines of the composition. Anupallavi, where you have 2 lines which follow the Pallavi. So after the first 2 lines, you have the next lines which are Anupallavi. Varnam, which is sung at the very beginning of the recitation. It has 2 segments, the Purvang and the Uttrang. And then you have Rag Malika, which is the concluding part of a Pallavi. So that is about the Carnatic music style. Now if we compare the two, Hindustani musical style had a lot of influence from Arab, Persia, and Afghan regions. However, Carnatic was indigenous in nature. It has only one style, 72 rags, and it does not adhere to the samay or the time. However, Hindustani music focuses on samay or time, as we have seen in our previous lecture. Hindustani music is associated with North India with 6 major rag and various sub-styles that are commonly seen. Now coming on to the folk music, there is no certain rules or criteria for a folk music, but yes, there are various themes based on which you have the folk music. For example, Vanavan is from Kashmir and it is usually sung during the wedding ceremonies. You have Ala from Madhya Pradesh, which is a kind of heroic ballad song, and it is based on Mahabharat. the Pandavas of Mahabharat. Then you have OV, which is from Maharashtra and Goa, usually sung by women. So there are various folk music styles, as you can see here. Those are also available in the handout. So you have to just go through those and know those. For example, you have different music styles besides this. For example, in Nagaland, you have the Heriliu, which is the war song, and the Hekaliu, which is the song about oneself. Similarly, we also have the fusion of the classical and the folk music, which is commonly seen in various forms. So, Sugam Sangeet is one of the popular categories, under which you have three heads: the bhajan, which is the bhakti movement by Mirabai, Tulsidas, Kabir, Surdas; Shabd, which is the rise of Sikhism. You have Sikh Bandhus, Tejpal Singh, Surinder Singh as good examples. Then you have Qawwali, where you praise Allah for the same. And then you have the various types of Sugam Sangeet. For example, the Abhang, the Bhatyali, Tevaram and Kirtan. Now Tevaram is from Tamil Nadu and you have a Shaivite origin for it. Kirtan is the dancing and singing from an inspiration from Geet Govind. Similarly, we have Rabindra Sangeet from Bengal, which has Bengal folk strains. You have more than 2000 songs that are being popular there. Haveli Sangeet from Gujarat and Rajasthan, and it is also commonly practiced by Pushti Marg Sampradaya. The next is Gana Sangeet. Gana Sangeet is those done by people in large group, and Vande Mataram is a popular example. Then we're coming on to the modern music. You have rock music, which is the blue and the jazz, the fusion of the two genres, the blue and the jazz. And then you have first rock singer from India was Usha Uthup. The various traditional styles are blended, and you have Norwegian Wood, which was one of the major songs which inspired Ravi Shankar for the rock music. When it comes to jazz music, it is mainly seen in the regions of Bombay and Goa. You have a time period between 1930s to 50s where this music style was popular. Ravi Shankar and John Coltrane are some of the good examples, and this is also known as a classical version of blue music. You have psychedelic and the trance music. Now these were sung as part of the Norwegian Wood, and you have various scholars singing psychedelic music and also the trance music, which is also called as Goa trance. Pop music is a kind of Hindi pop or indie pop, as we said. So it is a subgenre of Bollywood pop, and you have various pop musicians which are part of it. Coming on to the musical instruments, we have the Avanath. Avnad is a membranophone and it is a percussion instrument. You usually strike them to create sound. Good examples are tabla, drum, you have mridangam, are all these examples. Shushir Vadya are the aerophones. These are wind instruments. So Shenai, Fungi are good examples. And Shenai King is Ustad Bismillah Khan. It was also called as Nadi or Tunawa. Gana Vadya is the genre for solid instruments. For example, the Khartal, Manjira. Then you have the Tat Vadya. These are the chordophones or the string instruments. These could be either bowed, plectral, and you have the various forms where the strings are being plucked by the fingers on the wires or the horns. Coming on to the modern music, you have the Gandharva Mahavidyalaya established by Polsakar in 1901, initially at Lahore, then at Mumbai, and finally opened up at Allahabad or Prayagraj. Then you have All India Music Academy, establishment of Marist College of Mumbai of Music in 1929. You also have Sangeet Natya Academy, which aims to amalgamate music, dance and drama. Then you have SPIMAC, which was established by Kiran Sethi. Now this is Kiran Seth, and this was an institute to promote the classical music and culture among the youth of India, and this is a kind of voluntary youth movement that has taken up. So those were some of the key highlights on the classification of Indian music. We would be covering many more interesting lectures for you. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.